This year it's been really hard. I've lost a lot of motivation, which has probably been reflected in the BYN, because we're normally very switched on, very proactive with our riders, and it's just got to me, ACU, too many events. It just needs to change. You know, we've got a Max's British Championship, we've got a British Youth Nationals, and the ACU I think only need to back the MX Nationals above that. I think that's enough. We've got too many young riders getting hurt because they're chasing championships that mean nothing. And it really, like I say, our year it's been a struggle to get the motivation to go and do it, and it's frustrated me because like the talent we have is unhelped in this country. It's just doesn't seem to be, it just seems to be about money. Take the money off the rider, put the rider out. And we've had a few comments this year that we've become a bit like that, and honest reflection is we've been more interested in taking the money and surviving as opposed to being RHL, being Gareth, and investing in the riders, in what we want to achieve and what we want to do with the sport. And that's been led, like I say, ACU is now frustrating me because there's no investment in this sport. It just frustrates me. And what's changed it for me, which has sort of reignited the RHL spark, is they asked me to do the Junior Worlds in Estonia, and it was a fantastic event that highlighted how far out this country is to the rest of the countries. When you're seeing countries like Poland, Estonia, with, you know, a team that's funded by the government, funded by the federation, and we're like having to scratch to find £200 or £300 off people supporting the riders. It's sort of, that reignited me, because it's like we've got fantastic talent and we just need to all work together to see that. And that sort of sparked us back into life, to be honest with you. So I've had a meeting with the ACU, which was very good. There's now some good people on the motocross committee, and what we're looking at is we've looked at all the negatives, and we're just going to try and build a new platform to get the kids riding with us. And then also, you know, looking at Howard Wainwright, looking at Tom, looking at the boys on 250s, and seeing the injuries that happen when they're stepping into the Maxis. We have asked the ACU to let us bring the under 21s back, so those riders can compete against one another at a good level. So it just leads them into that Maxis instead of going straight from us into like a professional class where they're a long way off the pace. You know, if you look at Brad Todd, it's taken Brad probably 2 years to start to come into it, and there's a big gap, there's something missing, and I don't say that we're going to have the answers in year one, but you know, the idea is we'll work with the riders, work with the people, and start to do it. What's already been good is we've got a different title sponsor coming for next year. We've got massive engagement and ideas from Dunlop, KTM, Husqvarna, and appears Honda. So there's lots of good things going on. It's just now we've got to build everything. And I think by the time we get to Dirt Bike Show, everyone will have a clear idea of what RHL, ACU and the British Youth Nationals is going to be about next year, which is investing in the future. It's not my vision, but if anyone who's ever been involved with me, and it's the reason we're doing that, is I did Grand Prix, which everyone knows, and everyone's opinion when they were some of the best Grand Prix that have ever been run. So spoke to Roger Harvey after we'd run probably our best Grand Prix of the year in 2009 at Mallory Park, and we'd blown a fortune, and his words to me, why are you bothering? And it's like, it's no different to why do people race, and there's a passion inside you that you can't turn off. So Roger came to me and he said, well, why don't you take on the British Championship for the kids and sort of do what you're good at? And that's where it's come from. And like I say, last year I personally probably lost my focus because I was more interested in the cost of the event and opposed to investing in the riders, doing whatever. My way's always been I'll spend the money and worry about how I pay for it after, and it's like we've been a bit away from that, I would say. And where we've normally engaged with the riders, we haven't been engaged with the riders. You know, we want feedback, we don't mind criticism, because that's where the ideas come from. So the thinking is we'll go back to that. Whatever ACU events want to do, as far as we're concerned, the only under 21 British Championship that you need to ride to progress into Europe, to progress into the Maxis and have help to do it, has got to be with the British Youth Nationals. That's the official British title. It's not a support race, it's not bragged up to be anything, it's in black and white. Go to the HCU, ask them. And I think what people need to do is check what they're riding, because they think they're winning a championship and they're just paying money to keep people like me running Maxis championships. It's a support race, it's not anything else. What we're planning to do with our series, and whether the union will do that, again, out of seeing kids crash coming off big wheeled 85s, is we want to raise the age limit of our kids to 15 instead of 14. So they're going to run with us, I think it's from 13 now to 15, and then we're going to alter our open class to run from 15 to 21. So like I say, our frustration is you see good kids. Jed Etchell was one straight off an 85 onto a 250F and he snaps both legs, and it's like, it's a big difference. We all know the step up. It's just people just want to save money when they're racing and think going straight on the 250F is the way to do it, and it's not when your kids just come off an 85. Simple is Mulbeany, Eddie J. Wade, even Bobby Bruce. You look at all those riders, there's easily 15-20 riders that with the right help can progress into European championships and progress into being young professionals. And us as a sport, as an industry, us as RHL aren't doing enough to help those riders. You know, that's apparent to me from going to the Junior Worlds, you know, and it's like we're taking on the Junior Worlds because we want to take our riders there and we want our country to win that. We want to be the best, and it's like, you know, if everyone helps, which it appears they will with the Junior Worlds, we can help the riders, we can make it better. So that's the plan.